Hello, everybody. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. You might be wondering what I'm doing, but I am putting my eggs in one basket, and that's today's message. So, as usual, I'm going to be doing my checks, make sure everything's working okay. If you are watching this on the replay, make sure to let me know, comment below and say replay. There we go. Eggs, one basket, another egg, and there we go. All the eggs are in one basket. So that is the same thing, the message for today, same thing for you to do as well. Yeah, it may sound very cheesy, but for those of you who know me better, I am the master of cheese. Hey, Chi. Oh my gosh, I guess I will always struggle, but yeah, so if I have to look cheesy funny to be able to get a message across, I don't mind, but this is the message here for today. So put your eggs in one basket, and you may be thinking like, wasn't this saying the other way around? Hey Marco, don't they say, don't put your eggs in one basket? I thought that was the thing, right? Well, let me just actually put this here for more people who are tuning in, so that we can see that the eggs should be in one basket only. But yeah, that's what a lot of people say, right? They say, don't put your eggs in one basket, but that only holds for later down your business journey. And so what a lot of people mean when they say this, hey, Shanara, beautiful name. Whenever people say don't put your eggs in one basket, what they mean is that don't be reliant on just one income stream. A lot of, I think average millionaire has 7 streams of income. A billionaire typically has, I don't know, 20 plus streams of income. And that's why there's always this message like, don't just think that with one thing, one stream of income, you're good or you're safe or you're set for life. Because in actual fact, you're not. If you have a job right now and you think that you're, you're good with your job, you have a fixed contract for a number of years or something like that, and you think like that gives you safety, or that gives you the, how do you say, that you have something for sure, that's actually not true. And one should always focus on, getting more things, more different streams of income in place to be able to have real security. Hey, nice to have you here, Sabrina. Because a great basket to be in. Yes, so here it is, the eggs in the basket. But basically that saying only holds for if you already have something bigger built up. So when it comes to business, and when it especially comes to people who start in business, it is very important to know that in the beginning you must put your eggs in one basket. And what that means is that you will want to focus on one thing and one thing only, and make that very big. And as soon as that is big, as soon as that is stable, and it is providing you the income, it's providing you everything, and you have put the automation in place, only that's the time where you go and move into another basket, where you can say, okay, now I'm going to put an egg in another basket. But if you do that from the beginning, and the reason why I want to talk about this, because there's a lot of clients who are preparing for launch your business. I'm heavily drilling them with training, and they need to do a lot of different things, find their niche, find out what funnel they're going to launch, and all that type of stuff. And I get a lot of questions saying like, okay, so I want to do this, I want to do that, or should I do both? And my answer is always no, don't do both. Focus on one thing, double down on one thing. If you're making notes right now, make sure to write this down. Double down on one thing. Put all your focus, all your effort, all your energy, all your money towards building one solid foundation of a business. And only when that is really solid and it can actually run on itself when you are away, in other words, you want to have some form of automation and system in place, only that's the moment where you want to say, okay, I'm going to venture into something else. I'm going to add another stream of income. I'm going to, spread my eggs over different baskets. But that does not hold whenever you are just starting out. Because what is very important to know is that whenever you spread your focus, whenever you focus on too many different things, you will also get less results than if you were to fully focus on this one thing. So what's it called again? sayings with me, so I always tend to forget. Hey, Uncle Yankit, really nice to have you on. Hey, Mati, I think Mati. I hope I say that right. Thank you for joining. So that's a very important and very simple lesson. I can be very short about it today, but I just want to mention this because a lot of the times we see people that want to they want to start in business, but in principle they don't really know like what to do. And one thing that is very important to know is that in principle it doesn't matter which business model you do. That's the other big question that I get as well. It's like, which business model should I choose? When with which one do I become the most successful? But if you really look at it honestly, like any business model, provided it's not something silly, of course, but any business model, there are people really making a lot of money in it. There's a lot of different types of business. You can go in e-commerce, you can go and set up your your physical store, you can go and have a factory, which is like more old school. You can go and coach people, you can go, like there's so many different things, real estate, like you name it, right? Stocks and shares. There's so many different business models that exist. And if you just think about it, any business model works. Like if you just think about maybe like this, hair bubbles, there are people making millions selling hair bubbles, right? So it's not about which business model do I choose and where can I find the success. You can find the success in any business model, but the most important thing is not where the business model works, but whether you work, whether you are actually putting down all your energy, all your focus, all your money, all your time on this one thing to be able to make it big. And if you are actually building yourself up in a way that it is challenge proof. Because one thing that I can definitely guarantee is that in business there will always be challenges coming your way. But the cool thing is this: if you face the challenges with a smile, if you face the challenges with an attitude that you are always being solution focused, and if you're making notes, make sure to put that down, to write that down. Hey, Rita, really cool to have you here. By the way, I don't know if you've seen the beginning, but I actually got a basket with all my eggs in it, just to let you guys know in a very cheesy way. Hey, Heidi, cool to have you join as well. So what was I saying again? Yeah, if you're always solution focused, then you'll be able to handle those challenges, and then you can actually allow this first thing, this first basket, this first business that you're focusing on to be able to grow in a solid and strong way, such that that becomes has a solid foundation. You can allow it to grow, you can allow yourself to put the automation in place. And for those of you who are making notes, make sure to write this down as well. You want to build in the automation as soon as possible. This is another thing that a lot of people not always quite understand if they are starting out. And especially with Launch Your Business in 5 days, the event, my signature event, which will take place in only a few weeks. In that event, people can come in with no business background, no technical skills, no anything with regards to what they are going to build, and within the 5 days they basically launch their fully automated online business. And the word automated is in there, meaning that from the 5 days they're already able to build in that automation. So what you will want to do, regardless of which business you go into, is you want to basically look at it from a project type view. You want to put in something, you want to create a little process, which could be a marketing plus sales process, which is actually always is. So you have marketing, you have sales, and you have the delivery with the customer service. So you create one little process like that. And then as soon as you have that process, you will directly want to automate it. Because when you automate that part, that's then the moment where you can add in another process and another process and another process. And so the sooner, like if you start in business with your mind already set for scaling, if you start in business with your mind already set for, okay, whatever I put in, I want to make sure that I put it in, make sure that I test it, make sure that it's solid, make sure that it's market proof, and then directly also ready to be able to automate it, then it is a whole different mindset towards building your business. Because the big mistake that a lot of people make is that they go in kind of blindly. They try a lot of different things. They try a lot of different businesses even. And at the end, they feel like, nothing is actually working. I should go back to a job, or I should do something that is, more safe. But in actual fact, like I said in the beginning, if you just have if you just have one income stream, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually safe. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is something that will provide for you. And that's why all these millionaires and billionaires say, don't put your eggs in one basket. But initially, you will want to make sure that you start, build one business, put down the foundations, put all the eggs in one basket, make it grow in a way that it can become self-sufficient by means of putting in the automation, by means of making sure that the foundations are strong. And then after that is running by itself, either because of all the automated systems that you've put in, or because you have a team that is also helping you out and all the rest of it. That's the moment where you then branch into something new, or you add a new component to it, which can then become your second stream of income, or in other words, your second basket with some eggs in it. So guys, that was today's message. I hope this has been useful. If you guys think that this was useful, then please feel free to give it some love. Also, if you think that maybe someone can really benefit from hearing this message right now, feel very free to hit the share button so that together we can enlighten more people, help more people that are needing to hear this right now. Also, feel very free to tag someone below if you think that it can be very beneficial to someone else. But most importantly, make sure to take these things on board, implement it in your business, implement it in your life, and allow yourself to flourish from it. And so that you can have the life of your dreams, which you should know you can and most definitely deserve to have. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for joining. Very cool to have you guys on. Oh, I'm getting a lot of love hearts. Thank you so much. Let me try again. Cheesh? I don't know. I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you so much for the love. And I catch you guys tomorrow. Mwah. By Instagram, by Facebook, and by YouTube. See you guys tomorrow.